Hello students. Now let's try to understand about 3NF, Bcnf and 4NF. So third normal form. Earlier we have seen about first normal form and second normal form. In the first normal form there was the condition that the table should not contain multi-value data, and in the second normal form there was a condition the non-prime attributes of the table should be fully functionally dependent on the primary key. So these are the two conditions that the third normal form must follow. Now apart from that, there should be no transitive dependency in the table. Now transitive dependency means A is determining B, B is determining C. So A will determine C. So such kind of scenario should not be there. Now let's take one example. Here you will find some roll numbers, state of India, and the cities which are present into that particular state. Now the candidate key over here is the roll number only. Now, and the functional dependencies are given. Roll number is determining the state and state is determining the city. Now see, the prime attributes are roll number, the non-prime attributes are state and city. So see, functional dependency 1 is valid. Roll number is the primary key which is determining the non-prime attribute, right? Now functional dependency 2 is invalid for the third normal form. So this particular table, given table, is not in the third normal form because this particular non-prime attribute is determining the another non-prime attribute. Now because of the transitive dependency, roll number is determining the city because the functional dependencies are given. Roll number is determining the state, state is determining the city. By the transitive dependency, what will happen? Roll number will determine the city. So in the third normal form, such kind of scenario should not be there. And because of this particular reason, this particular table is not in the third normal form. So for third normal form, we are supposed to understand about these conditions. Now we will talk about the BCNF. Now whenever we are talking about Boyce code normal form, it is a special case of third normal form. So when we are going for BCNF, that particular table should be in 3NF, 2NF and 1NF. 1NF multi-value data should not be there. 2NF non-prime attribute should be fully functionally dependent on the prime attribute. And in 3NF transitive dependency should not be there. Now because the normal forms that are coming one after other are the different steps of normalizing the data, or rather they are the next steps to normalize the database. Now in BCNF, LHS of each functional dependency should be the candidate key or the super key. Now let's take one example: roll number, name, voter ID and age. So what is the condition over here? Each FD functional dependency should be the candidate key or the super key. Now you can see over here candidate key, and candidate keys are two: roll number and voter ID. So you can see over here all the left hand side is the candidate key or the super key as far as the functional dependency is concerned. So this particular table is in the BCNF. Now see, whatever I am telling to you can be understood easily using this particular diagram. That for example, this is the first normal form, entire circle. Inside that there is a 2NF, 3NF, BCNF. Now these are the normal forms that are listed over here. You can see there is a table number 1. Right. Now this particular relation 1 is in third normal form. So you can see over here it is in the third normal form. So if it is in the third normal form, it will be in the second normal form, it will be in the first normal form. But the third normal form table is not in the BCNF. So this is the summary circle using which we are getting the entire scenario of the normal forms that we have learned. Now this is a table number 2, relation 2. Relation 2 is in 2NF. It means that it is in 1NF, and then so it is in the 2NF also by satisfying one more condition. But this table is not in 3NF or not in BCNF. The same thing will be applicable to relation number 3, which is in first NF. It means that it is not in any another normal form. Outside that there is no circle. And finally we will try to just understand about the 4NF. The relation will be in the 4NF if it is in the BCNF and has no multi-valued dependency. Multi-valued dependency should not be there. A multi-valued dependency always requires that at least 3 attributes, as it contains at least 2 attributes that are dependent on the third. Put it another way, 2 attributes means columns in the table are independent of each other, but they both are dependent on the third attribute. So multi-value dependency will not be there, and that particular table can be considered as a table in the fourth normal form. So for example, here there is a student, course and hobby. Now see, 21 number person, right, is enrolled to computer and math. Hobbies are dancing and singing. 34 is different person, 74, 59. Now the given relation is in the 3NF. But the course and hobby are the two independent entities. Hence, there is no relationship between course and hobby. Course and hobby, there is no relationship. In the student relation, the student with the student ID 21 contains two courses, computer and maths, and two hobbies also. That same student have two hobbies, dancing and singing. So there is a multi-valued dependency on the student ID, which leads to unnecessary repetition of the data and which is not needed as far as the 4NF is concerned. So what we will do, we will decompose the table into two: student, course, student and hobby. So now we can say that this particular table now is in the fourth normal form.